contact with us, sent me an email, said that he still had all of his pieces from when he was a child. Usually when you hear that, you think everything's gonna be beat up. The accessories are gonna be missing, nothing's gonna be taken care of, although they're toys, so they're meant to be played with, so it does affect value and interest among consumers. This is the most full and the most expansive our MOTU collection has been at Second Chance Toys. And every time I look at these cases, which Kelly and I went and redid them this morning, every time I look at these cases, I'm kind of speechless. We're corresponding back and forth, and we settled on a number, which we typically don't do over any kind of email or text, because it's really hard to assess condition without it being in person. So we came in, all the stuff ended up being immaculate and pretty much 100% complete for the most part. He had an almost complete run, almost full run of vintage MOTU. It was awesome. It was such a joy going through that stuff. Kelly wasn't even here because it was on a Sunday. So he didn't get to see it in all of its glory as it walked through our doors. And he was nice enough to trust us with his childhood collection of stuff. It does mean a lot to be trusted by local people to find their childhood toys, some forever homes. We'll kind of walk you through a little bit of the specialty type items and or the ones that people really, really, really want and desire, and the stuff that's usually missing on them. Upon opening the box and taking them out of the individually wrapped little bubble that he had them in, there were certain figures that were incredibly clean.
Figure-wise, you got a very, very nice Scareglow right here. You have a very, very nice King Randor.
This King Randor has the most perfect set of boots, no face rubs, no hand rubs that I have ever seen on a Randor.
The cape is not crinkled or folded wrong.
And I have no clue how Eric kept these so clean, man.
Same thing with Scareglow. His cape is just like right the way it's supposed to be. There's a Clamp Champ who's really nice. He's always got some paint scuffs.
The one figure that I'm gonna pick out that is not the most expensive or rare out of all the stuff that came in the collection, but there does happen to be one piece that's always missing on this Dragon Blaster Skeletor, and that's the lock. That little lock right there is probably half the value of this entire figure or more, which is absolutely insane. The typical value that is behind a lot of small parts and pieces is because that's the first thing that got lost or put in a vacuum or thrown in the trash, eaten by a dog, swallowed by a kid. A lot of the times, for example, it's not MOTU, but with Star Wars figures, a lot of the times the weapons can be the same value or more than the complete figure, which makes absolutely no sense, but that's just kind of the market. That's how it goes.
Like Ninjor's another one. He comes with 3 weapons, a nunchucks, bow, and a sword, and one of those 3 is usually always missing. His hood also comes off. This one's tied perfectly.
And he's usually all torn.
It's not loose, it's tied perfectly, so whoever buys that, don't take it off, because it'll be hard to get back to where it needs to be.
Second Chance Toys has been in operating business for 5.5 years, and we've never had any of the 3 MOTU dinosaurs walk into the store. Not one of them has been in here in 5.5 years. I actually don't even know if my dad's owned any of those in 27 years of doing this. At the time that those dinosaurs came out, there was a gigantic dinosaur craze in pop culture, media, toys. At the time, those were on shelves. Dino Riders was a big thing. I think they're just so unique to the line. Like, there's nothing else in the line that is similar to those dinosaurs, that they really stand out and they pop. If I were to collect MOTU, which I don't, but I've always appreciated it, those would be 3 things on my list, like right off the bat. Kelly, it's gonna be okay.
It's cool. I have one of the 3 already. I need that one. Dude, it's a big purple dinosaur. It's awesome.
For Kelly, I think it's one of those things where not just the uniqueness stands out to him, but he also didn't have much MOTU past like the first year. So it's new, it's fresh, it's different because it's entirely dissimilar to everything else in his collection.
But the Triceratops is better. Come on, why is the Triceratops not better?
Dude, ceratopsians are my favorite dinosaurs ever. to walk the face of the earth. But that's a big purple T-Rex. His Fright Zone playset, the hand puppet, has basically no tears in it.
Yeah, the puppet is awesome.
It's beautiful. I have no clue how did a 6, 7, 8-year-old kid keep all of this so nice and neat. Like, and when he came in, he seemed super meticulous and detailed about his stuff.
I have a really, really nice one at home myself, but it even has a cut right here. Mine at home, this one is almost perfect. And if anybody has one of these, this is a good trick to keep it shaped. Just shove some tissue paper in there.
We have 2 Fright Fighters out right now.
Yep. Most stores would kill just to have 1 Fright Fighter, and we have 2 complete ones, which is insane.
The Monstroid works. That's far and few between.
Yeah, sometimes at toy shows you won't even see one of these on the whole floor. Yeah. 3 Horde Troopers. We had one a couple weeks ago that I actually, one of my buddies bought. That's the first one that's come in since I've been here, and now we have 3.
He had a very top-notch collection.
It's not all heavy hitters. There's plenty of $20 figures in here that are great that people need, just the basic guys.
Even the basic guys, even the common guys, they just look so clean.
Yeah.
And neat, well taken care of, loved, but in a good way, in the right way. And he said that he played with his toys like we played with ours. And that shows, for sure. Like, he was the kind of kid that would set up dioramas. He wouldn't actually bang his toys together and fight them and all that kind of stuff. He only did that to a couple. His ram, his battle ram, that was pretty rough.
That actually cleaned up well.
That's good enough.
I cleaned it well, and I reapplied all the stickers, so it looks good. But it was pretty dirty.
The He-Man that he had, when I pulled that out of the box, he goes, okay, now that one I played with. Main character, who's not going to play with He-Man? Well, we got the collection about a week and a half before Joe Fest, and how well it sold here kind of determined whether or not we were going to take it to Joe Fest. Because there's a lot of expensive pieces that you don't see 100% complete in a toy store very often, or in the shape that it is. So we sold through probably about 20% of the collection the very first weekend that it was in the store. That kind of was enough for us to go, okay, well, maybe we should keep it for our physical customers that have been supporting us for the 5.5 years that we've been open. At the end of the day, everything in here should be catered to our physical customers and the people that have been supporters of us since the first time they walked into the store. Hopefully you guys come in, at least get to see it. So please come into Second Chance Toys. They might not last very long.